He's Stonebraker and he does stuff, yeah. Feel the hum of the wheels out there. Not perfect, but he dares to dream. Hit that subscribe, make that bell scream.
What's up, YouTube? Stonebraker does stuff, and I am currently inside of my 11-year-old SUV with 122,000 miles. 19 degrees. Unfortunately, I'm not man enough to make an e-bike ride happen in 19 degrees, but I'm dangerous enough to record this video while I'm riding on the interstate. But I am headed to the great state of Illinois. If you think it's a great state, we're crossing the border from Indiana to Illinois. I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and there's a few places right down the road here that have some sheds. So I thought, why not go out, look at a couple sheds. There's a couple other places after we hit that spot. We're gonna go back to Indiana, and there's a few places, you know, 10-15 minutes from my house that also have sheds, and actually one of the places where I bought the last one. So I will shut the hell up. Let's go ahead, and next time you see me, hopefully we'll be looking at some sheds. So 3, 2, 1. All right, and we have made it here. This is about 3 miles south of Interstate 74. This is definitely more of a travel, mobile homes, trailers, things like that. Not a whole lot of sheds, but hey, they've got a couple sheds, and there's another place on the other side of the road. But let's go ahead and take a look here what they got. This doesn't look too promising. Obviously, a chicken coop is not gonna do, but out of curiosity, let's see if we can take a look and see what these things are running for. You know, like, you could almost rig this up to fit like one e-bike. $3,200, that is not gonna happen. See, this is a nice building. Obviously, this is gonna be a little too big. I don't think there's anything here that would work out, but so this is a nice barn style. Obviously too big for what I need, but out of curiosity, I've not been in it. I'm gonna say $5,600. Let's take a look. So at least this place has all the prices clearly marked. I actually like this though. Look at that. You got a little area up there to store stuff. This is a 10x14, and can we get a price? Can we get a price? All right, I was pretty close. Can we get a price? I was pretty close, $54.84. So it's pretty nice. Obviously, if I had a lot of room, it'd be cool to get something like this. I really like the storage, but this is not doable at my current situation. So. More chicken coops. This is some type of like animal, horse, barn thingy. This would be cool if you had a lot of like a farm or something, but not for me. Bigger chicken coop. Out of curiosity. And then a huge barn there. We're gonna go ahead and skip ahead. I think this is probably gonna be a quick tour of this place, because I'm not really seeing anything that would even remotely work. All right, so like this is kind of same color in my old barn. Obviously this is a lot bigger. Let's take a look though. Let's go in. All right, this is a 10x12. Size-wise, this, I could probably fit this in my little backyard area, but yeah, and this one's at 4,300, so definitely not gonna happen. All right, let's move forward a little bit. I think there might be like one or two up here, smaller ones. There's a huge barn there. Nice cabin. You could live in that bad boy right there. All right, let's take a look. This little, this is like a little hunter shed. Curious the dimensions of this and the price. All right, it's freezing. This is 6x6, 3,000. So yeah, I don't. This would not work, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. Let's keep on moving on. Just a couple more. All right, so this looks a little more possible. Let's take a look. Looks like it might have a little loft. I guess there's no loft. All right, this is 8x8, 2,994. So this ain't terrible. 8x8, probably need a 8x10, but this ain't too bad. I mean, you could probably fit 4 e-bikes in here. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye on this one. This one is not too bad. You know what, why not? Let's just take a look and see what a log cabin goes for these days. Okay, yeah, so 12x36, $39,000. Okay. Okay, it's pretty nice actually. Like, you got a little loft up there, you can put a bed up there, bedroom. You got a ladder to get up there. Nice little living room area, okay. You got a heater and cooler right there. You got your windows, high ceilings. This is pretty cool actually. Okay, need a little bathroom. Shower. I'm assuming this is laundry. Oh, no, this is the little cabin space. Hey, this ain't too bad. I don't know if I paid $39,000 for it, but pretty cool. All right, guys, spot number 1. There's another place across the street. I think it's called Raber's. Let's check it out. All right, so we are across the street at Raber's, and in the fairness of me not freezing my hands off, we're just gonna kind of drive through it, and if I see any that I think might work, we'll take a look at it. So nothing there. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. Kind of a red, blue, gray color. Let's take a look here. Let's see if we can get a size. I'd probably say this is 8x12. Okay, I don't want to shut the door, then you guys are going to lose the light, but yeah, all right, let's see if we can, all right, let's not let the wind take that all the way. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is like good size. I like the collar, the red. So these are like rent to own. Cash price $4,736.05. Does it not tell me the size? Oh, 10x12. Okay. Yeah. Okay. A little too expensive for my blood. So if I recall, my shed I bought was an 8x10, and we're gonna go to the place where I bought my shed from. But I think I got it on sale for $2,400. So yeah. And this is nice though. Just a little too expensive. Here's a couple. Let's take a look at this. It's got a sliding up door. I'm sure this is more expensive. And we can't even get in it, can we? Wait. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so this is not too bad. 10x12, 2645. So. This ain't bad actually, guys. I don't like the sliding door. I'd rather have a opening door, but 10x12 seems to be pretty well built. They could drop the price down about $400. That would be much better, but not too bad. So this is something to keep an eye on. Got to remember that. 2645. And make sure I shut this here. Alright, I like the little window in this one. one. I can tell it's out of my price range, but let's take a look at this. Cool collars. This is definitely a lot wider. And there is no price on this one, so that is probably a good sign that they do not want to tell you, so I can afford it. And I believe this is it. So this is Raber. There's another place like 4 or 5 miles down the road. They have a few sheds. I think we're gonna skip it because I think these are all the same people, same company. So this is Illinois, nothing here. Let's go ahead and drive about 15 minutes back to Indiana, and we're gonna go to the place where I got my previous shed. I think it's Interstate Builders or something like that. But again, through the power of the internet, next time you see me, we'll be there in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're here at the next place, and I was wrong. This is actually called Superior Outdoors. This is where I bought my shed 2 years ago. So I think they actually have my same shed here, same size and everything. They got a lot of more stuff other than just sheds and little mini barns. You guys can see all the outdoor stuff. A lot of stuff for hunters. But we're gonna take a look. So definitely gonna focus on the shed. So they got some chicken coops here. Like realistically, if you're in a bind and you wanted something for your e-bikes or an e-bike, you could probably make this work. So $28.35, about the same cost as the other place. This is 6x8, so like, I mean, you could fit a couple e-bikes in here. Obviously, I don't know why you would. Might as well just buy a shed, but in a pinch, yeah, buy a chicken coop. So some of these I know like are not realistic, like that right there. I'm not even gonna take a look at that. This one right here, too big. This white one, too big. So let's take a look at this one. Too big, but at least it's more of like a shed style and wood. So let's take a look at it. I'd say this is a 10 by 12. Let's see. Last time I was here, some of these didn't have prices. So, 10 by 12. Let's see if we can leave this door open so we can get some light. This is a 12 by 16. It's also huge on the inside. These rafters almost hit your head. I'm not even very tall, so don't really like that. Yeah, this is $6,100. Rent to own, $282 for 36 months. So again, it's nice, but too big for me and too expensive. So keep on keeping on here. And according, oh wait, so they have their own log cabin. Let's compare this one to the one we just saw that was just under 40,000. So I like the porch. Okay, so this is definitely not as fancy as the other one. This is still nice though. I like the beams. What size is this? This is 12 by 30. And we're looking at 22.5. So of course, if you buy something like this, you know, you're gonna have to do it all up. The other one was all done up, but I mean, like, oh, this is nice too. Man can dream. Let's get out of the cabin here. So the people that own this live in that house right there. I don't know how good you guys can see if it zooms in or not. It's a nice farmhouse, and then their 4-car garage. That's where they build all these sheds. So it's a family-owned business. The kids work for them, so you'll see kids, like teenage kids, building these sheds, which is pretty impressive. So that's a really nice house, and they do the delivery and everything, which is pretty cool. That's the only good thing about some of these sheds is the cost of delivery is expensive, but they do it for free. That's nice too, but obviously out of my price range. All right, so let's take a look at this one right here. Kind of small, not wood. Let's see if we can get the specifics. This is an 8x12. Again, pretty basic, and I want to try to leave the door so I can get the light. I don't know if you guys can see the price. You probably can't, but we'll see if we can get up to it real quick. $3,085. More than what I want to pay. I mean, this would be good though. It's a good size. It's a little bit longer than what I had. This is 8x12. They do use a lot of high quality wood and stuff with this one. So, you know, I say that and then I see some cracks in the wood, but I'm not opposed to, you know, something styling like this without the wood. But yeah, keep an eye on it. A little too expensive for me. Must have just sold a shed right there. Again, that's too big. So here, style of my shed. This one's a lot bigger. We're gonna go ahead and skip it though. Obviously, it's gonna be too big. This, too big as well. Here we go. Here's another small one. I don't necessarily like the single door. I'm sure I could get a ramp or something. But let's take a look at this one. I like the green and light gray. So this one has the info all the way back. See if the door stays 8x12. And this is the same price as the other. $142, 36 months, just over $3,000. So, you know, a lot of similar sheds. Now this is smaller. This has to be an 8x10, so this should be a little bit cheaper. Gray on gray, just how we like it. Yeah, this is definitely a lot smaller. It does not have a piece of paper giving me any info. I bet this is an 8x8. This is really small. I mean, it would work, but you know, if it was like $2,000, it'd be worth it. But yeah, I figured they probably still want $2,800 for it. Yeah, I'd have to say if that's an 8x12, it's probably an 8x8. So another one right next door to it. This is a little bit longer. This is probably an 8x10. Black with a little gray, goes with everything. Oh no, this is 8x12 as well. So same price as the others, $3,085. This one they have some little brochures and stuff, which is pretty nice. So yeah, 8x12, $30.85, $142.17 for 36 months. Coming up, but let's take a look at this one. Okay, does it come with the lawnmower and the couch cushions? So this is an 8x12 as well, but with it being wood, it's $500 more than the other ones. Throw on that lawnmower, hey, you never know. I like the doors on these as well. So just, you know, possibly looking for another shed to put behind my apartment for my e-bikes. Wouldn't be getting anything until April, so obviously no decisions are going to be made. This was just come and take a look. Let's see. That's super nice. Way more than what I need, way more than what I can afford, but that's pretty cool. I'd like to make a little house out of that. And another one of the garage style ones. And I believe this is another 8x12, so what you're gonna see, $38.85. No, this is bigger. Okay, this is a 10x12, so $36.54. And I'm locked in darkness, so scary. One more place. We're out on the road today. It's a Saturday, nothing else to do. Let's go ahead and drive about 20 minutes east, and off of the highway there is one more place that has some sheds. I don't think it's any affiliation with this people, so maybe we'll see some different sheds. So for the third time, I'll see you in a few seconds. All right, so 4th place. We are in Crawfordsville, Indiana, and this is right next to an exotic dance club that looks like has been shut down since 1973. So I promise we're looking at sheds, we're not looking at anything else. Yeah, they've got quite a bit of sheds here, and I don't think these sheds are any affiliation with the other 2 places. But some of these sheds I can obviously tell aren't going to work out, so we may skip some of them. But first thing I'm noticing, and I know this one's not going to work out, but there's some ventilation up there. I like these doors, little windows at the top. This is pretty unique. I'm gonna say this is about 5,600. Ooh, probably more. There's a door. Is that a door? Yeah, there's a door on that side and the 2 doors here. You've got a loft up there and a loft up here. So this is probably actually more expensive. So this is, does it say the size? 10 by 16 and 6,173. So yeah, obviously, I think this is a little higher end one. They've got little paper talking about the stuff they use and all the 6-year warranties and stuff. But yeah, this is actually really nice. I like this. If I had more room and more need and $6,200, this might be doable. But it's always nice to dream, right? We can dream. All right, so here's one. This is really big. 5% off. Now what we can do is if we can add like a 0 right there and make it 50% off, then I might be more interested. But let's take a look at it. Yeah, see, they got a little area up there too. I like that. Is there one up there? There's not. This is nice too. This is a another 10 by 16. Not quite as nice as the other, but oh, much cheaper. Cash price, $39.05. Okay, so there's the discount right there. I was wondering if that was including discount. You know what? That's not bad. $39.05 for a 10 by 16 with the little storage up there. Yeah, no room for it, but it's not a bad deal at all. Maybe this is what I need to look at. My very own playhouse. Hey mom, my very own playhouse. Let's just get rid of her and put me on there. Let's see. Okay, you got some storage up there. You got some ventilation. What size is this? This is a 8 by 12. $3,413, or you can rent to own. I'm assuming $123.66 a month. Yeah. I mean, it would work, but yeah. Okay, let's get out of this. So I don't think I have to worry about me telling my mom that I got my very own playhouse. And nothing there. So this is another 5% off. Greenhouse. What in the world is this? 1 door or 2 doors? Okay. Oh, whoa. Now this is cool. Hold on, let me see if I can shut it. Now I like this greenhouse. Like, I would like to make this into an office. Like, I can put my work stuff right here. Have a window to look out of, natural light. I mean, you could fit e-bikes in here too. Obviously, you probably need to take these down. But yeah, this is cool. Actually, I like this. This is 10 by 12, and we're looking at just under $300. This is cool, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. I really do like this. I could live in this. I could put like a mattress here. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of ideas, but right now I want to get out of it. Look at that, that's cool. I love the color on this, red and black. NWO Wolfpack style, like the glass. It's a cold Saturday. Could not ride my e-bike. I thought, hey, let's go look at some sheds. let's see if we can put a video out there. So I appreciate you guys spending your time helping me waste my time and freeze myself out here. And I'm gonna get in my vehicle and I'm not gonna go to the exotic dancer, topless dancers shutdown club. I'm gonna get in that, I'm gonna head back home, and we're gonna edit this video and I'll get it uploaded today. But yeah, thank you guys for spending your time helping me waste my time, and I will see you in the next one.